Hi there, this is Chinkitan doing my vlog for today. The topic I'd like to share with you is being treated unfairly. Have you been treated unfairly in your life? Yung parang naalala ko nung ako ay nagta-try out nung nasa basketball pa ako. First time I tried out, sinasabi, sorry, hindi ka nag-qualify sa basketball tryout kasi medyo under height ka, so gusto namin mas matangkad. Ouch, di ba? Or ikaw, minsan they would say, ikaw na lang magdala nito, anyway mukha ka naman boy, kahit na medyo pabiro ba siya, pero medyo may sakit pa. Or some people would say, huwag ka nang umasa na makukuha ka pa, apply ka pa ng apply, ang tanda-tanda mo na, sino pa kukuha sa'yo. So, if you have experienced being treated unfairly because of your age, or gender, physical features, religion, race, color, or probably because of your past, I know it's really painful. That's the reason why exactly we need to really understand once you experience this type of pains, instead of you embracing the pain, you should learn from the pain. You should turn the pain into gain. So, ang pagiging unfair sa iba, ng ibang tao, sa ibang tao, isang masamang ugali at minsan mahirap sila baguhin. It's so hard to change them. But instead of us tolerating this and then imitating this, in order for us to get even with this type of people, we just need to level up and do the opposite. Because if we try to probably get even with this type of people, you know what will happen? You become the person that you hated most. You hate the people who's unfair to you, and likewise, there are times that you want also to get even with them, and you will also do the same thing to them. So allow me to ask you, ano pa ang pwede natin magawin when you're being treated unfairly? So number one tip that I'd like to share with you is you have to be strong. When you say be strong, face it and be brave about it. Tatagan mo ang iyong panindigan mo at paniniwala mo sa iyong sarili. Hindi naman porket na ganon ang trato sa iyo, ibig sabihin you are already a loser. You may be losing the opportunity, but you are not a loser as a person. As a matter of fact, I want to encourage you. You and I were created specially by God. All of us have unique features. All of us have our own strength and gifting. There are some things that you can do that I cannot do, and vice versa. Kaya minsan, dumadaan talaga tayo sa mga ganitong pagsubok at challenges in order not for us to become a bitter person, but for us to become better person. Huwag mo rin pababain ang tingin mo sa iyong sarili, but instead, you embrace who you are and maximize that you have been blessed with something that other people don't have. Let us use this as an inspiration in order for us to prove them wrong. And you know what? The best revenge, I always tell people, if you want really to get even with them, is to prove them wrong. That's number one. Number two, I want you to be an inspiration also to others. May nagsasabi, nakakaugalian na natin na medyo mahirap na baguhin. Meaning, very common na sa atin ang pagiging unfair sa society. Pagiging unfair with other people. So again, I encourage you, do not be like them. Ipakita mo kung gaano ka different sa mga taong ito. Dapat natin trinatrato at ginagalang ang kapwa-tao at dapat hindi tayo manakit ng kapwa. We shouldn't hurt other people. We should really understand this type of people. And the third thing that you and I, we need to understand if we are hurt by unfair people is the solution is not with them, but the solution is with us. Do not ever expect that others will change. You will be more disappointed. Instead, you should change yourself, change the way you look at the world, change the way you look at these people. Like for example, why are they kept on saying they're so unfair? You know what? The reason why they're so unfair, because their life also treated them unfairly. That's the reason why they're venting it out. Hurting people hurt other people. Miserable people want to make other people feel miserable. Don't blame. Don't play the blaming game. They are playing the blaming game. That's the reason why they're not fair with other people. So, wag tayong gumaya sa kanila. Let us use our time and energy and all our effort to become positive, and then we need to look for solutions and ways on how we can really become better people. Let us not waste our time in terms of becoming negative, thinking about the fatalities, thinking that it will not work. Focus our time and energy and solution to the solution. And last but not least, you and I must cry out to what? God. The easiest form of expression when we're hurt or when we're in pain is to cry out. You're crying out probably not on the outside, with tears, but you're crying from the inside. I would suggest once you are in pain, you got offended, you got ridiculed, you can cry out. Release mo. Release the frustration. Really, release it. Don't keep it. And if you are ashamed to cry it out, I can tell you, lock yourself in the door. You can cry out and pray to God. The good news is even others who became successful in life, experienced the same type of pain that you've experienced. Michael Jordan was rejected when he was young. When he tried out for school, he locked himself in the room and cried. Manny Pacquiao also, one of the greatest boxer of all times, also suffered a lot of rejection and failures before he became successful. That's the reason why I want to encourage you. Never look down at yourself, even others belittle you. Because God will never do that to you and to me. He will never abandon us. He will never leave us nor forsake us. He will always encourage us, empower us to be the person that we can be. I hope that this short blog was able to help you, to enlighten you what you need to do if you are treated unfairly. It's time for you to get hold of yourself and handle it well. As it facing like a mature person, it's time for you to get up. It's time for you to fight. Panahon na, kapatid, para lumaban. Puso. Puso. Let me ask this question. Were you treated unfairly lately? Have you ever faced the situation that I just described? The question is, what are you going to do? Are you going to face? Are you going to focus on the negative or the positive? Are you going to lock yourself in the room, have a self-pity party, kawawa naman ako, no one loves me, no one accepts me? Or would you want to focus on the solution and then look at the talent and the gifting and the strength that God has given you and maximize it? Again, if you want to prove these people wrong, the best way to do is what? Create success, because that's the best revenge. You can what? You can really show them. Just Chinkitan saying, to every problem, there's always a solution. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. Always. Check positive.